Yo, guys. This is the video for the Coweta schools power rankings. I wanted to make this for a while, and I really never got around to it, but I was kind of bored. I've been watching a lot of TAFO talks recently, and that's just kind of what made me want to make this. Like, I know we don't really play as much anymore, and we're kind of done with the whole tourney gig until December 7th, 2019. However, I still wanted to make this. Before we start, I know my hair is terrible. I need a haircut. My skin is bad. I need to shave. All right. You can't roast me. I just did it all. And yeah. Okay, that's basically it. I know, it's bad. But so yeah, I have it on my Chromebook. I have to transfer it to my phone's email so that y'all can actually view it, but I'll put the link to like all of my notes in the description. I typed like 3 pages, MLA format. Wait, let's get it to focus. I want y'all to see how dumb this is. 3 pages of MLA format. Like that's, bruh. Like what the heck? Alright. I'm rambling on at this point. I'm literally so bad at this. Oh, also, I have my Switch on in the background with music playing. Big brain plays. But, yeah, so let's just get into it. A few things before we start. The qualifications are that you obviously need to be in the Coweta school system, because I got shat on at cricket by people who aren't. And it wouldn't be fun if I just included people that no one knew except for me. I barely even know them. But, the 2 requirements were you either show up to 2 Smash Houses or you place top 8 at one of them. I felt like that was the best way to do this with having like, because we don't have a lot of results, so I have to use a lot of like X Factor and a mixture of results. Like I can't really use an algorithm, but I have a list like solely based on my opinion that I'll talk about at the end of who I think currently the best are. But this is looking at the past like 6-ish months of what we've done and just like analyzing everything. And yeah, I do realize that the fact that like the qualifications does leave out some good players like Caleb Wynn, Chris Pinot. I mean, we can't include everyone, is the problem. But yeah, so I've been rambling on for too long. There was 19 eligible players who I will read off the list right now. Jordan, Yuan, Jason, Isaac, Gabe, Hugh, Timmy, Mizuki, Linguini, Hope, Zach, Jonathan, Josh, Abigail, Alex, Marshall, Madelynn, Donovan, Xiang, Dane. 20 people. And I think okay, wait, no. Okay. We're good. So I think I actually might have forgotten to rank someone. You know what? Wait, oh freaking heck. And now I'm at low battery on my Pro controller. You know, I don't even care. We're just gonna get into it. But of these 20 people, did I say Marshall twice? Oh, freaking heck. I feel like I might have. Dang it. Yeah, troubleshooting already. Skip ahead until I start talking, I guess. Who's missing here? I'm having a moment. I didn't rank Josh, did I? Okay. I knew I messed something up. Gosh darn it. Luckily, I'll put Josh right here. Oh yeah, definitely professional. Hours. Yeah, so sorry about that. My bad. So I probably should restart the recording, but I honestly don't care enough to do that. So, of the 20 eligible players, I decided to throw one of them out, and that was Abigail, for 2 reasons. Like, it's nothing personal, obviously. I have not seen her play since then at all. Like, not once. And also, the reason she got top 8, she did really good. She ended up getting, like, 5th or whatever. I think she got 5th. She ended up doing really good. But she was double eliminated, but then Isaac didn't show up, so we were like, so anyone just wanted another chance, because I was like, I mean, they're just going to lose anyway, because, I mean, they're already out, so I didn't really think it would happen. And then she just started tearing through losers, and I was all like, oh, shoot. So for those 2 reasons, since it's technically not official, I'm going to throw them out. Oh, and the reason I added the qualification is so we don't have people like Hope's stepdad in this, just because this was already tedious enough to make, because, I mean, look, I already forgot Josh, like the GOAT, so my bad. So, yeah. I'm going to start at 19, and yeah, so at 19, the lower the number you are, I mean, that's the less sure I am about it, because, like, a lot of these people, I've really barely even seen them play, so I don't really know. But, yeah, let's just get into it. At 19, I have Dane with 55 hours of playtime. That's the only stat I gathered. He got 7th at Smash House 1. Oh, okay, well, I will say this. Not all the Smash Houses are, like, rated equally in their importance and, like, this. Like, Smash House 1 is, like, bro, I mean, that was, like, forever ago. Like, I don't even think I knew what a tilt attack was. So that one's definitely, like, bottom tier, but I still am factoring it. Smash House 4 and 2 are, like, they're about the same. I'll give the edge to 2 just due to the higher number of attendance, but 4 was more recent, so it's, like, it's a toss-up for me. And for me, I think Smash House 3 was the most official, was the most stacked, and also, not the most recent, but more recent than Smash House 2, which is really the only reasonable contender for which one should be worth more. But yeah, that's why I said that. So I have Dane at 55 hours, 7th at Smash House 1. Haven't seen him play since then. Everyone else I've at least seen play since then. So call me a psychopath for putting him there. I mean, I honestly don't care. Next, I have Mr. Pi over 4 himself, Xiang. He only has 35 hours. However, I have played with him. And I'm not even gonna lie, his little cardio was kind of like clapping me at first. I had to get more used to the matchup. But I mean, I feel like if Mr. Yi really wanted to, he could actually get pretty good, because Mr. Yi, he's the GOAT. Next, I have Madelynn. I couldn't find how many hours she had. I don't think I'm friends with her, but I don't know. But she's been to 3 Smash Houses. Really nice person. Really, she's just so nice. I don't really have much to say. Her Kirby's pretty sick. I'm pretty sure it, like, brought Jonathan down to 1 stock in Smash House 3. Didn't fact check that. Didn't really fact check much of the lower people. Alex, I mean, yeah, come on, he got me to main Rob. I mean, he was pretty sick. He's pretty sick. He didn't really play it that much, but he has 60 hours. I mean, still pretty good. I think he got not last at Smash House 3. Next, I have at 15, Hope, cracking the top 15. Okay, so her playtime was like, I think I said it was like 85 hours, because, like, since her and Hugh share a Switch, I just took their time and divided it by 2, which isn't really accurate, but it's really all I can do. Hope, she's, again, like, really nice. Doesn't really have many results, but, I mean, she's pretty sick. She plays top 8 at Smash House 2. That's, like, nothing to scoff at, so, like, I mean, hey. Yeah, so, that's great. 14 is my boy, Joshua White. Oh, my lord. I didn't check his hours because I literally just added him while I was here. But Josh is sick. Like, Josh almost took a game off of Young Juan. Josh took a set. A whole freaking set off of Marshall. Whose man is this? This guy, oh my god, Josh is... It's so funny how he's so good. I'm so glad he has the game. I hope he just shits on us all at Smash House 5, 6, I don't know, 5. But, yeah. And then 13, here's where, like, the skill gap grows, like, real quick. Like, everyone they were somewhat interchangeable. This is where it's starting to get, like, this is where I start to put more detail into it. It's Jason at 150 hours. And I will say this about Jason. If he really wanted to, I feel like he could be top 5, top 6, easy. I watched the man play. He his fundamentals are great. He's, like, always one step ahead. He's really good at fighting games in general. So, like, it makes sense. Like, a lot of the things he does are really big brain. And I've just seen him, like, shade on some people like Linguini and Marshall. I mean, granted that was friendlies, but still, I don't know. He just has like just an extremely solid understanding of the game. It's just, I don't know. I feel like he's like an anime character. He's holding back. Like, if he wanted to, he could just ruin us all, but he just wants to let it happen. I don't know. But I want to see Jason, like, just clap some cheeks. At 12, and then this is why this list, I don't think this is like super accurate for like current. Like right now, I don't think this player would be here. I think they'd be much higher. However, I do want to actually have, like, the first, I guess, season. I don't know. Because, like, at least documented. It's Marshall. Marshall at number 12. Okay, this is where I start to actually, like, have playtime, placements, bad losses, and then other, like, noteworthy things. So this is where it starts to get into more detail. Marshall has 670 hours. Not the most anymore, because he's on vacation right now. So I overtook him. I didn't even realize until I started making this, so second most hours out of all of us. Not the flex, but yeah. His placements are not great, but he's only been to 2, and I feel like if we had another one, he would do good. But then again, it's all about the X factor. Or it's not all about the X factor, it's the problem. Because I'm trying to, like, evenly do, like, how good I think they are and, like, their skill level and how well they perform. And unfortunately, his 2 events were a good bit back. And he's, like, gotten really good in recent time, but what are you going to do? So, 9th at Smash House 3. Outside of the top 8, that's not bad, because that was such a stacked tourney. But 7th at Smash House 4, remember, Smash House 4 only had 8 people. So that was literally tied for last. Is abysmal. Like, I'll just straight up say it. He has some bad losses. And the bad losses category isn't really consistent. And, like, once I was looking at it, but I didn't really care to change it. So, like, what I constitute as a bad loss is losing to someone lower than your seed in that tourney. And, or, like, even if they're higher, like, it would have, like, if that was, like, a deciding match to see who got what. Like, 7 against 8, I guess losing to 7 would be a bad loss. But, like, it's, I don't know. Like, just take that category with, like, a bit of a grain of salt, unless, like, I really put notice on it. I said his loss in Smash House 3 against Hugh is bad, because that was, like, a pivotal moment. Because, like, if he won that, he would have cruised in the top 8. And not only that, it would have, like, set a really good precedent for his, like, whole, like, little tourney career in the Coweta scene. But I don't think that's really a bad loss, but I still did want to note that. Donovan was also, he was seated 1 below him, but that was more so my fault, because I didn't know what Donovan was capable of. So he was 1 seed below Marshall. I spelled your name with 2 L's, by the way. But he was 1 seed below him. So, again, not terrible. But losing that definitely did show that, like, whoa. Marshall's not winning all these toss-ups he should. But this is, like, by far, probably the worst loss, like, in this whole list. Joshua fucking White. Marshall, what happened? Like, my guy. I don't even know. Everyone has off days. That's the problem. Like, I was playing with Marshall the other night. He was doing really good, and I was like, dang, this kid has potential. But then stuff like losing to Josh happens. I know. It happens. It's not, that's not too much to rag him on here. Like, his 12th place, like, whenever I get to my other list later about opinions, you'll definitely see more about it. But, I mean, like, it's whatever. So, other things. Alright, Marshall, I'm sorry, you're my boy, but I'm gonna have to roast you right quick. You have the worst skill to playtime ratio on this whole list, but I'm sure you're aware of that. But I think you play with your little siblings, but I'm still sure you're a vast majority of it. But I also feel like a lot of it's idle. I'm not trying to at you. A lot of mine's idle too. But, like, I don't know. Because you just kind of, like, popped up out of nowhere. But, I mean, I could be 100% wrong. Although, this is one of the more saving grace factors for his, like, statistical placings. The Joker tourney and Random tourney and Squad Strike tourney don't really play too much into it. But they're still good to look at because they do show, like, a player's fundamentals in a way. And I think the Squad Strike of those 3 is the most important. And then the Joker of the 3 is the least important. But I still did take all of them into account. He got 3rd at the Joker tourney. That was good. That was just, there's no other way around that. That was just a really good win. A really good placing to have. Because it really did show that, hey, I mean, he's pretty solid. And 3rd at the Squad Strike tourney is also really good. Because that shows how well-rounded you are as a player. Like, I mean, I will say, the 3rd was extremely distant. But that doesn't matter. He clinched that 3rd. And that's all that really matters. Because, like, Zach 5-stocked him in that. I think I 3-stocked him, but I picked 4 random characters. Zach was just an asshole and was like, I'm going to go kill this man. I'm going to end this man's whole career. But still, very good thing. I've been talking about Marshall for, like, 4 minutes. I gotta speed up. But I don't know. I just think Marshall's the most interesting on this list. Just because, I don't think this spot is actually an accurate representation of what he is now. But that's my opinion list later. Yeah, okay, 5 minutes for Marshall. That's enough. All right, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, okay. So, Linguini at 11. Linguini has a playtime of 135 hours, and his placements were, not as great as I remembered. Low at Smash House 1. I lost the bracket. It's somewhere in this mess of a closet. Like, there's so many papers. It's awful. I really didn't care enough. The only Smash House 1 thing I bothered to find out was to see who placed top 8 because I didn't remember. That's why I found out Dane made this list. Because I asked Timmy, because I was able to retrace some of the bracket in my head. I was like, oh yeah, Timmy beat Dane, or yeah, Timmy got 5th, but the game before he played Dane, which means Dane got 7th, which means Dane should be on the list. So, that's how I did that. I know, yeah. So, he got a low at Smash House 1. He lost to Gerardo. He got 13th, actually, now that I think about it. 7th at Smash House 2. That was actually really good. That was, like, when I thought, holy crap, this guy's improved so much. So, at Smash House 3, I was like, the dude's gonna get, like, 4th? Like, top 5? I mean, that's what I thought would happen. But he definitely dropped, and, like, like, alright, I will give him this. Before the tourney even started, before Smash House 3 even started, he walked up to me. He was like, I'm not having a good Smash day. And I was like, oh, no. 9th. I hate to see it happen. And 7th at Smash House 4, which again only had 8 people, so we was last. But that is like much better because I like took a quick glance at his bracket. He had to face Zach round 1, and then he had to play Gabe. He got fucked. All right, so this is the thing about Linguini. Like I looked at all his stuff because I remember him doing better. His bracket luck is awful. It's so bad. So like, yeah, but I mean it happens. It just happens. Bad losses. I said a bad loss to Mizuki because, like, at that time, I thought he was better than Mizuki, but Mizuki was, like... Mizuki's just one of the people I keep on sleeping on, but I didn't in this list. Alright, my boy, if you're watching, I didn't sleep on you this time. Bad loss to Mizuki because that was, like, a pivotal thing that could have put him above him. And... I lost to Gerardo fucking Torres, which is an extremely understandable loss because, like, Gerardo's, like, probably, like, the 3rd best player in the world. But I don't know. That was just so funny to me. I mean, that was Smash House 1, though. Like, that's the big difference between Marshall and why I put Linguini a little higher. Like, Linguini, they have, like, similar results. They've been to the same amount of... No, wait, no. Linguini's been to every Smash House. So, like, I don't think he should be punished as hard for his results because he has more attendance. He, has less playtime, which in this case is actually good because it... I guess it justifies bad word choice. His not as great, placements. His bad losses, Mizuki's like a very soft-core bad loss. And then while the Gerardo loss is pretty abysmal, that was back in Smash House 1, which is barely even calculated into this. So those were the reasons I put Linguini higher than Marshall for the PGR, I guess, which is basically the rankings. I just call it PGR because that's what it's called competitively. The next 4 people. Okay, so whenever you check this out in the description, all of it's blue. These 4 were so close to me. Like, it was so hard to rank these 4 specifically. Like, you don't even know. I gotta drink the holy drink. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. But yeah. Okay, so I always sleep on Hugh. So at number 10, cracking the top 10 though, is Hugh. And I feel so bad because I always sleep on him. And I'll get more into that in a minute, but he shares an account with Hope, so that gives him 85 hours estimated. If I would guess, I would say he has more of the 2 of the hours. Placements, he got 7th at Smash House 1, which was like, alright, I see you, bud. And then he got... I just had a stroke, my bad. He got 4th at Smash House 2. That was really good. Like, I remember, I was shocked, but then he dropped back to a 7th at Smash House 3. Although, and here's the thing. Hugh? Okay, Hugh honestly doesn't have any bad losses. Like, all of his losses are understandable because of the fact that, unfortunately, because I sleep on Hugh, he doesn't do good because he's, like, a lower seed than I guess maybe he should be, which means he has to play better people, which means he places lower, which means I, like, sleep on him more, and it's just, like, a positive feedback loop. Like, I was just kind of looking at the bracket, and, like, Smash House 1, Timmy was the number 1 seed because he had the game for 2 weeks, and I will say he shouldn't have been, but, like, everyone wanted him to be. But, like, I mean, that was, like, his first Smash game, so that was just an unfortunate loss to have, and then he lost to me, which, like, just bad bracket luck. Smash House 2 made it to 4th, which, I mean, that's, like, bracket luck doesn't really matter at that point, but his 2 losses, again, were to Young Juan and Isaac, like, dog. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, he should have placed lower. I do think, like, that's the best he could have placed reasonably. I mean, obviously, he could have placed first, but I feel like the 3 people ahead of him were actually better. And Smash House 3, he played Jonathan. Now, who did he lose to? It was, like, Jonathan and Mizuki. Maybe Mizuki? I don't remember. I think it might have been Jonathan Zach. Jonathan Zach. I don't even remember. It was just unfortunate. Like, his luck is just so bad, and I feel so bad, but, like, I mean, so that's why I did, like, put him above Linguini, because, I mean, he's winning in the head-to-head against Linguini anyway, and above Marshall, because he's winning in the head-to-head to Marshall, But Hugh, I slept on you, bud. You could be higher than this. If we had more tourneys, like, you could have just, like, you could actually be really good. You could be, like, top 7, honestly. But unfortunately, I don't know. I slept on you, and then it just kind of added up. Number 9. This pains me to say. Because I always want him to be, like, I want him to be, like, top 6. Because I know he can be. But it's my boy, Gabe. Now, originally I had Gabe 3 spots higher, I think. But then I just kind of, like, took a step back, looked at everything, and it was like, oh, no. So Gabe has 205 hours in the game. His placements are 4th at Smash House 1, which is good, but it's Smash House 1, so it's 9th at Smash House 2, which is abysmal. 5th at Smash House 3, which was a really good bounce back. But then 5th at Smash House 4, which he did stay the same, although double limbed by Mizuki, which is, like, probably, okay, so, like, Gabe just has 2 bracket demons, and there's Zach and Mizuki. The only other person who he's lost to that isn't named Zach or Mizuki is, oh god, I just had a stroke, was Timmy. And that was such a good match. But he just, I don't know. He just needed to, like, his 2 bad losses are Timmy and Mizuki. And because I mean the Zach losses are understandable. He always runs into Zach in bracket, but even whenever Zach wasn't there, he ran into, I don't know. Oh no, I'm thinking too much into this, but results aren't great, but they're not bad. The problem with Gabe is he's just too inconsistent. Like, my boy is too inconsistent. Oh man, it hurts to say. It hurts to say, cause I've played games against Gabe where he'll just be destroying me, but I don't know. I feel like he has trouble in the clutch, which I mean is understandable. Bad losses to Mizuki, like I said. I think he's overall. I think Mizuki's 3-1 in sets, which is there's not really any other way around that. Lost to Timmy. I think he's 0-4 against Zach in sets. Like, he just has some bracket demons. Like, if, like, let's imagine a world where Mizuki and Zach aren't in the bracket. I feel like Gabe could really make a run for his money. I feel like if Gabe's playing in his prime, he could possibly get top 3, depending on his bracket luck. Like, I think Gabe can beat me in an actual set, like, if he was playing out of his mind. Because he's, like, sometimes, like I said, like, sometimes he'll just be playing, and he'll just be, like 10,000 IQ plays every play. But I don't know. I just wish we had more tourneys so, like, we could see him develop. But unfortunately, my boy's gonna stay at 9th. But happens to the best of us. 8th. Oh, I didn't even put an other for Mizuki. 8th is Mizuki. Wow. Mizuki, he was much lower than this, but, like, I just kind of looked at everything and I was like, wait a minute. So his playtime, 190 hours, which is pretty solid for his results. Pretty good ratio. Placement, he placed low at Smash House 1, which, like I said, we're not counting. I don't remember his second loss, but I know his first one was to Zach, so, like, don't even worry about that. Plus, I think his last game was Brawl. I don't even think he played Smash 4, so that's, like, that's nothing. 7th at Smash House 2, which is pretty alright. I mean, like, top 8 at that Smash House was pretty good. 8th at Smash House 3. Again, that's actually pretty solid. That's pretty solid. But then he plays 4th at Smash House 4. And when you think about it, all those placements, like for the, not including Smash House 1, no one cares about that. But all those placements are basically the same. It's just 7th. Wait a minute. Okay, you can't, okay, oh yeah, I forgot we did head-to-heads after Smash House 3 to see who got, like, what. And Hugh did beat him. But he was goofing off. Like, I remember he picked, like, Corin or some shit. So, I mean, all of his placements, he basically cracks the top half of every tourney. Every tourney that actually, like, I'm counting for stuff. Very consistent player. His only bad loss is to Donovan, which isn't even a bad loss. It was just, like, an unexpected loss. Just because, like, we didn't know how good Donovan was. Like, we didn't know that Donovan was the God Slayer. But he just has really good records against Gabe. And that's all you really need. 3-1 Gabe, I mean, that's all you need to be above Gabe. I'm sorry. Also, Mizuki's been to all the Smash Houses. Perfect attendance. You can't discount that. 4 people who've been to all 4. Me, Gabe, Mizuki, Linguini. Just a fun fact. Donovan. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Shit. I skipped someone. My bad. So, at number 7, we have Timmy. Timmy was number 10. But then I shuffled these 4 around so much, and I think I'm happy with the final order. But I feel like Timmy's like, okay, so like currently, I'll get this in my opinion list later, but currently, I don't feel like Timmy's too hot, but he doesn't really play anymore. Timmy sits at a crisp, cool 200 hours. And all of his tourney placements for Smash House 1, 2, and 3 were 5th. All of them, which makes everything so easy. And I would really say his only bad loss was Hugh at Smash House 1, which, again, Smash House 1 doesn't mean much, and plus, Timmy was overseeded for that just because he had the game early. And yeah, there's really not much to say about Timmy, other than the fact he's consistent, and he's the stream daddy, and that's all you need to be. So, dang, I talked about Marshall for like 30 years, and then talked about Timmy for like 20 seconds, but hey, Timmy, you're just consistent, and that's all you really need to be. Donovan, oh my lord, so I wasn't really sure where I was going to place him, and this is tough. But Donovan has 90 hours in the game. Only 90! I think he's the only person in the top 10 with double digits. I'm, like, pretty sure. Because, like, I mean, people in, like, the bottom, like, have, like, 35, 55. But Donovan has 90! And he plays second. He's only been to 1, and it was Smash House 4. And while the competition there wasn't exactly stiff, he has an extremely good win against Zach. No bad losses. The only person he's ever lost to, he got double elim by me. And I was using Fox, which, like, you could say, oh, but, like, dude, no. And other than that, he got 5th in the Squad Strike tourney, which isn't as good, but, like, that really doesn't mean much. And I think he's the only player that, I think he has the best skill to playtime ratio. He's a contender for that title with another Asian hunk we'll talk about later. But yeah, Donovan, he could be above Zach. The problem is we don't know. We don't have enough data results. But 3-1ing Zach is really good. Really good. Because it was a best of 5. Like, a lot of the Smash House 1 was best of 1s, best of 2s, which makes a lot of this stuff a top-up. You beat Zach in a best of 5. Like, how do you let that happen, Zach? Speaking of Zach, number 5, Zach. As we get higher, I don't really have much to say, because, like, it's more, like, streamlined. Their results make their placements make sense. Oh, wait, shoot. Zach's runs off the page. Okay. So, Zach Thomas. Playtime, 365 hours. 3rd. I didn't finish his placements, but I actually know them, so it's fine. 3rd at Smash House 1. Didn't show up to Smash House 2. 4th at Smash House 3. 3rd at Smash House 4. Again, one of Zach's bigger strengths is that he's just a consistent player. His bad losses are Jonathan and Donovan. So, another 2 Asian hunks. Or I guess half an Asian hunk in Jonathan's case, but still, or full hunk, but you know what I mean. But, he was seeded to beat Jonathan, and, like, that was probably my most anticipated match to watch at Smash House 3, because, like, I just wanted to see what would happen, because we didn't know much about Jonathan. I just wanted to see, and it wasn't really that close. Like, I'll be real, it was only a best of 3, and it was a 2-0, but, like, Zach blew 2 fat leads. So, and plus, like, whenever I play the 2, I'm not trying to take friendlies too much into account, because, like, that doesn't really mean much, but I definitely can tell that, like, Jonathan's on, like, a bit of a higher level. Like, Zach's more knowledgeable in the game, but Jonathan's more talented with the game. And that's one of the things. Okay, completely off topic, but Linguini's very knowledgeable at the game. I just wanted to give him that. I forgot to say that, but Linguini's very knowledgeable at the game. Zach won the Smashdown tourney, and that's probably his saving grace for being above Donovan, because that shows that he's a very well-rounded player. Honestly, I feel like Young Juan would have won that if he were there, but can't take it away from Zach. Bracket reset, man. And that lost to Linguini in the Joker tourney. That was weird, but I mean that was a good win for Linguini, so that was whatever. Linguini, all right, whatever. Okay, so yeah, not much to say about Zach other than that. It's just a really solid player. Going up to number 4, we have Jonathan with a playtime of I can't see it because he's hiding it from his Switch profile. I DM'd him on Instagram, but he didn't get back to me. I didn't really want to wait. But so I can't really say anything about his ratio. Also, Zach's playtime skill ratio is like just what you'd expect it to be. It's pretty good. But so Jonathan has only been to one Smash House, one tourney, but he did really good. He got third at it, and no bad losses. But I will say, Youngwon just exposed the man. Like it just. Whew. He has, I guess he just has some problems. There's not much to say, like some character problems. There's not much to say because he doesn't have any results. But like from what I've played with him, he definitely he's always one step ahead. Like that's the thing. Like not one step ahead. I don't know. He's just really good. He's very talented. That's the thing. Not much to say. He's probably the player that I have the least data about that like placed like in a high rank where I wanted to do this stuff. But yeah, in the other category. He actually did pretty bad in the Joker tourney, but I mean, like I said, that doesn't really mean much. And like those type tourneys, I only care if you do good, more so bad. But in the regular tourneys, I care if you do bad more so than good. And it's all situational. But yeah, so I don't know. That's all I have to say about Jonathan, the Blasian Master. The top 3. Okay, so this was the toughest part. This was ranking the top 3 was no easy task at all. But I obviously had to do it. I'm gonna get hate for this. Probably not. I don't even think anyone's gonna watch this far. But at number 3, I'm gonna have to put Isaac. And Isaac. Okay, so here's the thing. So if we were basing this 100% off of results. The number 1 spot would be me or Isaac, and it would come down to which do you value more, like attendance for events, or like just straight win percentages. And like to me, and I mean I'm obviously gonna be biased. I think that I don't know. I think that attendance matters because like I don't know. I think like he's only been to 1. That's his biggest holding back factor. He's only been to 1. Hasn't showed up to any of the side events. And I know he's a busy guy. I'm not bragging on him or anything. He's not showing up to our little Smash parties. It's whatever. But that's just what's holding him back. Playtime is 655. Third most of all of us. Placements first at Smash House 2. Technically he DQ'd from Smash House 1. But I mean, that's just like that. I'm not counting that against him. That's just like a funny little footnote that like not many people may have known / remembered. Isaac has no bad losses. Not even a doubt. And yeah, I said he gets to the rank due to a lack of attendance. And also, I played him recently, and this doesn't factor, like, much into it at all, but it's still something I thought was interesting. And he didn't do, like, it wasn't good, but I'm just gonna 100% chalk that up to a bad day, because that literally happens to the rest of us. Like, sometimes you just get shat on by, like, a level 6 CPU. I mean, it happens. But yeah, oh no. I do have a losing head-to-head against Isaac. And I will say that, although I do think that I can, like, if we met again in bracket, I do feel like I would win. And I'm, like, almost sure about that. Which, I don't know. This seems like a D-bag move. But I'll just be honest. I feel like the top 3 is rock, paper, scissors. Like, Isaac beats Youngwon. Youngwon beats me. And I beat Isaac. Like, in tourney, that's not necessarily the case. Because we don't have much evidence. But, like, I played friendly. Anytime I play, like, friendlies with Isaac, I would just say I usually win a majority of them. Which, friendlies don't mean much. I'm gonna reiterate. But I still do think it's an interesting how we have the rock, paper, scissors dynamic. Whenever I play friendlies with Youngwon definitely wins the most of them. And whenever I've seen Isaac and Youngwon play, they haven't played nearly as much as, like, the other 2 I just said. But Isaac generally wins. However, like I said, I'm just gonna put this, say... 3rd place due to attendance. If he showed up to 1 more event and he got first, easy first. I wouldn't even double like check it, but unless it was Smash House 1. But I mean, all right, no, he would have it. He would have it. No matter what way I spin it, he would have it. But and number 2. So, all right, number 2. I went into this thinking that I was just gonna have myself at 1 because I was like, I'll be real. Like, I don't think I'm, like, the best ever, obviously. Like, I didn't win cricket. But I do really think I'm a very solid player. But then, like, I saw a few things that made me double-check it. And I moved Jungwon to number 1. And then I saw something else, and then I moved him back to number 2. So here's the thing. Youngwon's at number 2. And I love my man Youngwon. And 235 hours of playtime is so good. Like, that is... I thought he would be at, like, 500, 400. 235 and how he plays, it's like... He's truly gifted at the game. Like, he is so good. He hasn't played a Smash game before this. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I think Youngwon, I think the biggest thing holding him back is just lack of results. He does good, but he's never, like, taking it home. Like, he always, like, I don't know. I don't want to say he chokes, but he doesn't do good when it matters. Which I guess he's not clutch. He's still very good. I don't know. I hate to say this because I don't want to say anything bad, but, like I said, he's really good. He got second at Smash House 1, third at Smash House 2, and then second at Smash House 3. And those are very good results. Top 3 for everything you've been to. If he went to Smash House 4 and won, like I said, I would probably have him against me, but he didn't. That's the problem with Smash House 4. There wasn't... I'll just say this right now. No offense to anyone at Smash House 4. That was free. I went Fox for almost the entire tourney, and, like, my Fox is, like, low-key cheeks. But... I don't know, that's the thing. That's why Smash House 4 doesn't really mean too much. Like, whenever it comes to the top, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna really hold my win at Smash House 4 over the other 2. But, yeah. And he got first in the random tourney. Good, just a little quick thing to point out. It doesn't mean much, but shows he has solid fundamentals. I would be willing to put my money that he would have won the multiple character crew battle thingy tourney. He definitely rivals Donovan for skill. Best ratio of playtime to skill. Like, it's one of them. It's one of them, no doubt. I don't know. I would say I think he is. But another thing that kind of holds him back, but not really, is he's kind of in a character crisis. Not so much anymore, but, like, I don't know. He definitely still seems to have troubles. But, I mean, hey, happens to the best of us. And, yeah. And then, wow, at number 1, I have myself. I know, I'm a conceited asshole. I'm a psychopath. Oh, well. Playtime of 675 hours, the most. First at Smash House 1, 3, and 4. Second at Smash House 2. Bad losses. Youngwon doesn't have any bad losses. I don't really have any bad losses. You could consider my loss to Isaac bad. But, like, the thing about Isaac was I was going to put him in the number 1 seed of that tourney. But Youngwon, I was talking to Youngwon the night before, and he was like, I don't know, it makes more sense for the person who got first at the last one to be there. And I was like, good point. I do want to base it off of results. But before the tourney started, I was like, I do think Isaac will win this. I just don't want to, I just couldn't put him at first because he doesn't have any results. That was just a big ramble fest. It's whatever. Second in Squad Strike, second in Random, first in the Joker tourney. Yeah, just stuff like that. Those don't really mean much. I just wanted to hit that home. Mild flex. But, I will say my biggest weakness is that I'm definitely, like, a one-trick pony. Like, whenever my Rob gets shut down, I struggle. Like, I play Minority Pit. Like, I have a bunch of characters I play for fun. Dark Pit's probably my true secondary. Like, the character that I would maybe pull out in bracket, but... if my Rob's here, my Dark Pit's, like, here. It's like, I don't know. I'm too one-trick. That's my biggest weakness. Although, I feel like if there was an actual PGR algorithm, I would definitely come out on top due to my, like, good results, like, attendance at everything, which makes sense because I basically host everything. And that's the thing. Like, take this with a grain of salt, because I'm literally, like, the TO, the PGR, like, I'm basically, like, God. If I wanted to, I could put Gerardo at the top. Like, I know he is, but I was just saying, we had to disqualify him because he was too good. But, like I said, I'm going to be a little biased. I'll be real. Y'all can make your own list if you want. I'm curious to see what y'all think. But, yeah, I'll just straight up say I think that if you looked at the results and there was a PGR list, I would be on the top. However, do I think I'm the best player? No. So, this was like a PGR list. I was going to have it as a mix of the two, and it still was, but... It was definitely more results based than X Factor based, and that's just up to the person. Like, some people value more like logic, some people value more emotion, like objectivity of subjectivity. But I made a purely opinionated list of how players currently are right now. So if I invited everyone to my house right now, on July, whatever day it is, at this time, right here, how do I think it would play out? Alright? So, oh, freaking heck. I did the top 10 for this list, alright? For current players. So, I'm ignoring all legacy. And a lot of our friends don't play the game anymore. That's why the list is, different. So, at number 10, I have Linguini. Linguini, just a solid player. He's kind of in a character crisis, but he also doesn't really play the game too terribly much. Again, very knowledgeable. I don't know, he's just pretty solid all around. He apparently does aerials now, so that's nice. Number 9, I have Jason. Jason's just always, like I said, he's always going to be really solid. Like, I feel like Jason could, like... I don't know, I feel like Jason would just do really good if we had one right now. Number 8, I have Gabe. This is, like I said, this is purely opinion, so I'm not really backing much of what I'm saying up, because I don't need to, because it's my opinion. Number 8 is Gabe. I don't know, he's just my boy. I mean, he's good. That's all I'm going to say. I just think he has potential, but his Joy-Con's drift. Number 7, I have Marshall. This is what I'm saying. So this is the problem. He was 12 on, like, the PGR type list. But honestly, I do think he's improved so much. Like, I was playing his plant, and, like, his plant was moving. It was nice. It was so good. Like, it was so good. I can't even get over it. Like, it was just... I don't know. His plant was just pretty solid. I felt like Marshall... And, like, he does... not have the most playtime. He has the second most playtime. Like I said, it's a very interesting player out of anyone. He's the one I'm most intrigued by on just like everything, honestly. But yeah, I do think he's the 7th best player. I do think he could be better than Donovan, but it's also because I haven't played Donovan in a while. But that's the thing, because this is like I play with Marshall a lot, so like I know Marshall the best. I rarely ever play with Donovan, but I don't know. Okay, so speaking of Donovan, number 6, Donovan. Haven't played with him since, but I don't think he's dropped off. The man just has a good understanding of the game. Yeah, I don't know. He's just like if me and Linguini had a kid, the Rob Snake man. Zach at number 5. I played Zach last night. Basically the same he's always been. Pretty solid, pretty good. It's whatever. Can he convert in the clutch? We'll find out one day. Number 4, Jonathan. Jonathan? Exact same thing I said for Donovan. Just transfer that over. Copy, paste. Haven't played him in a while. Still probably good, just because of the way he's gifted. Number 3, Isaac. Like I said, I played this friendlies. If Isaac plays like he did in those friendlies, which, like I said, I don't think he does, he'd probably be, like, number 6. Like, my Sonic should never be any of your characters, but, like I said, I'm positive that was a fluke. Like, Isaac is such a good player. Like, just the way he plays is just, like, so big-brained. And that's the problem. He plays too big-brained. So I just play Robin side B and kill him at 8. And that's all you need. And then, number 2, I have myself. I don't think, I don't know. And I'm not going to explain why I think I'm where I am. Number 1, I have Young Wan. The thing is, I've always said, since, like, after the day the game came out, I said Young Wan was better than me. It's just, he didn't really prove it in any of the tourneys we did. But I still stick by the fact that I think he's better than me. That's the thing. I'm sorry. The only really debate I have in my mind is, like, part of me thinks that, like, it could be that, like, Young Wan, that I'm a better player, but Young Wan is just, like, perfectly tailored to shit on me. But I don't think so. Like, I don't know. Like I said, just, like, a lot of the things he does, like, he actually thinks when he plays the game, and I can tell that. Like, I just kind of oonga boonga side B. He, I don't know, he just does big brain things. Like, whenever I just, like analyze his play, I'm just like, that was like a really big brain. Like, every little neutral interaction, I don't know. He's just really talented. He's just really good. And yeah, that's it. That's the PGR. It only took 44 minutes. Wow. Wow, that was an extremely long video. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, okay, so I'll put this in the description. I'm just kind of glancing at everything, like, is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. I think I've said everything that needs to be said. It took 44 minutes, 45 minutes, but hey. Yeah, so those were my opinions. That was the first ever Coweta Power Rankings, probably the last, because this is kind of like, this is kind of my way of, like, sending the scene off, even though, like, we'll, like, kind of revive it for Smash House 5 or whatever, like, the year anniversary the game comes out. I don't know, I just wanted to do one last thing with the game, just because I don't know, I just loved the scene so much. I just, like, loved having attorneys with everyone, and I know the game's died off, but it still has a place in my heart. I still care about it a lot, and yeah, I don't know, I just like making these videos. They're just fun for me to make, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, so, oh, Lord. Okay, so, yeah, I'm a dip, and see y'all later. Okay, so, alright.